When you look at a map of Kyoto, you'll notice that it largely follows a clean grid shape. The streets near the city center are even simply named 1st Street, 2nd Street, and so on. That is actually because Kyoto is just a cheap copy of the ancient Chinese capital of Chang'an. So in the late 8th century, Japan had the problem of the temples and the aristocracy becoming too powerful and the actual emperor becoming just a puppet. So in 784 CE, Emperor Kammu decided to move the capital city from Nara to Nagaoka-kyo. However, just 10 years later he noticed that Nagaoka-kyo wasn't really a good city, so he decided to move the capital again, this time to Heian-kyo, which would later be known as Kyoto and remain the capital city for more than 1,000 years. Since he wanted to make this a great city, he sent a number of envoys to China in order to look at their cities, and Chang'an, the capital city of the Tang dynasty back then, caught his eyes, because it was perfectly built according to the principles of Shijinzu, which is basically the Japanese equivalent of Feng Shui. Here you can see what Chang'an looked like at the time, a huge square with big city walls, a fortified imperial city in the top center, with a broad main street going down to the Mingde Gate. Also a huge market on either side of this street. And here you can see the Japanese copy, also a huge square with the imperial city in the top center and two huge markets. The only thing that was missing were city walls, but they didn't really need them either way. And so for hundreds of years Kyoto naturally grew around its historic center to the massive city that it is today, and almost everyone has since forgotten its Chinese origins.